I'm Sarah from Everyday Starlet. Welcome to my channel. Today we are talking about hair, which is ironic because I have not had time to get my roots done in a while and they're looking pretty cray-cray. I never say cray-cray, but they're just a little bit crazy. So I have my hair in this messy bun here. Bun. I feel I'm like the mother from like my big fat Greek wedding, like bun cake. Thumbs up if you even get that reference. But anyway, I actually just got back from Gen Beauty New York, which was an amazing experience. I will actually have a video all about that up on this channel very soon, so be sure you subscribe so that you don't miss that. But I was just so inspired because I have a background in more than just makeup. I have a background in hair. I'm a cosmetologist. I worked in a salon for years. In skincare, I'm a licensed esthetician, and even though I don't actually practice in a salon currently, I have so many interests outside of just makeup in the beauty industry that I was just inspired to do more hair, skincare, beauty videos that aren't just focused around makeup. So I'm actually attempting to do more videos per week. I want to do 5. I don't necessarily want to say that because I might lose my mind, but I'm trying to do more videos. I was so inspired by the people I met at Gen Beauty. More on that later. I'll give you a final decision when I actually figure out like what my official schedule is, but I'm attempting to upload more times per week. We'll see how it works out. But today I wanted to do a hair related video, and I've actually been wanting to film this video for a very long time. I want to talk about the Mason Pearson brush. I believe that's how you say it. I'm so sorry. I have like little hairs in it. I tried to get it clean. I shed. I shed, therefore I am. That's just what it is. But I want to talk about, this is a very expensive hairbrush, and I want to talk about a possible dupe in the Sonia Kashuk Hair Brush. So I'm going to be comparing these two brushes and letting you know whether or not I think this is an actual dupe and which one I would recommend. What's with the AC? The AC comes on every time I try to film. What's the deal here? Anyway, the Mason Pearson brush, I actually hesitated buying. I read so many amazing reviews of this. Everyone was saying that this was the hairbrush that would change your life. It is expensive. I'm not gonna lie. I actually tried to look it up. I don't remember what I paid for this because I actually asked for it for Christmas one year, so I didn't actually buy it, but it is expensive. I actually tried to look it up online. There's several different sizes and a few different versions of this. They were ranging from about $100 to $150, which is very expensive for a hairbrush, I have to say. Actually, before I got this one, backtrack, I actually decided to get the less expensive child's version because it came in pink and I thought this would be really cute. This was the first one I bought. I really did like it, but if you're trying to save money and you get the small version, I will say like my hair, I have a lot of hair, but it's not super thick, and this was just too small to really do anything to my hair. So little tip for you guys, if you do feel like, oh, maybe I'll save some money, I will grab the smaller one. Unless you have really short hair, fine hair, you can't really save money getting the small one. It's just not gonna work for you. So I got the Mason Pearson brush, asked for Christmas, very expensive, and I have to say I love it. And I'm not someone who likes products just because they're expensive or just because I spent a lot of money on them. In fact, most of my makeup brushes that I love are actually Real Techniques, they're drugstore. I'm actually not a huge fan of high-end makeup brushes. For some reason, I just don't feel like they work as well for me. I've had a lot of hairbrushes in my day. I've gotten a lot of professional brushes at beauty supply places, and I have to say, this brush is my favorite. It is my absolute favorite hairbrush. I use it every night to just like detangle my hair. It is boar bristle, so if you do not want to use any animal products, this is not the product for you. It is boar bristles, which is the reason why it is so expensive, but most boar bristle brushes will irritate the scalp. So especially if you have a sensitive scalp, this is great. I don't have a particularly sensitive scalp, but I do feel like it still feels nice on my scalp. Like it feels like at the end of the day, it's just like it feels like it kind of exfoliates my scalp, but it doesn't hurt. Like, I just really love everything about this brush. And I think if you are, I get that not everyone's gonna have the money to spend on this, but I also feel like they say this brush will last you a lifetime. So it's not like you'll have to replace it. They actually do say in all the information I've read about this brush that if you take care of it, you can pass this on to your kids. I don't know if your kids are gonna want your old hairbrush, but they claim that this is something that will last you a lifetime if you care for it properly. I obviously haven't had it a lifetime. I have had it several years and it's still going strong. I haven't actually attempted to clean it, which is a little gross, I know, but it's so expensive that I'm afraid to. I do tend to like brush out the hairs in it when it gets too hairy, but I have to say I do love this. I had this for a little while and then I read that Sonia Kashuk was coming out with a drugstore dupe of the Mason Pearson brush. Now, as far as I know, this is the only Sonia Kashuk hairbrush. It is just called the hairbrush. I don't think she has a lot of other hair products, so it seemed a little random to me. But I heard they say this was an exact dupe, and so I had to pick it up and try it. This is a lot more affordable. I believe this is a Target exclusive, and it actually retails for $15.99 on Target when I looked at it. So significantly more affordable. This is actually a mixture of both boar bristles and nylon bristles. So again, if you don't use animal products, boar bristles, it is still an animal product. So that kind of cancels itself out. They clearly are going for the look. Like, they want you to think that this is a Mason Pearson brush dupe. You can tell obviously up close that this does have the mixture of the nylon bristles, and the boar bristles are much shorter. I actually use both of these brushes. I enjoy both of these brushes. They look very similar. They do act similar, but I don't think that they are an exact dupe. For one thing is the Sonia Kashuk brush definitely feels a little harsher on your scalp. So if you have a really sensitive scalp, this might not be ideal for you. However, it doesn't hurt. It's not bad. So if you're someone who doesn't tend to have a lot of scalp sensitivity, I don't think that you're going to have a problem with this. You are still getting the boar bristles in here, although you're getting fewer of them and they're shorter, so that might be what the significant difference is in price. Nylon bristles are obviously much less expensive. What I normally do is I will use the Mason Pearson brush kind of at the end of the day as like a luxurious brush my hair out kind of thing, whereas I will use the Sonia Kashuk brush as more of a styling brush, because I feel like if I spray hairspray on it or get product in it or whatever, it's so inexpensive that I don't really care if anything happens to it. You know what I'm saying? So I use them, but for different purposes. But I will say that when I actually go to clean them, the Sonia Kashuk brush has collected a lot more of my hair, which leads me to believe that this brush is actually pulling a little bit more of my hair out, whereas this one, I mean, any brush you're gonna get breakage, but I feel like the Mason Pearson brush is probably more gentle on your hair, because I do notice that I get less hair collecting in it when I use it. So again, are they both good brushes? Yes. I use them both. In fact, these are the only brushes that I really use anymore. I don't actually blow dry my hair regularly. I can't even remember the last time I blow dried my hair. I tend to let it air dry now. I can't really give a review on how well they work for blow drying the hair, although I'll be totally honest with you, with as much money as this is, I would just be scared to use it with a lot of heat on it regularly, just because I'm like, I treat this more delicately because it is so expensive. So, to summarize, are they exact dupes? No, I don't think that they are exact dupes for each other. They are very similar, and I actually think that they work really well complementing each other. But at the end of the day, I do think that the Sonia Kashuk brush is a good option if you are seriously on a budget and you can't afford this. But I do think that this is worth spending a little extra money on, because I do think that this is the better brush. So if you have tried either of these brushes, let me know. I would love to hear your opinion on them. If you've tried one or both, if you love them individually, or if you love them separately, or if you just love them, I want to know. Or if you have a hairbrush that you like better, let me know. Leave them in the comment section below. I love to hear your suggestions, because it helps me, it helps other people that watch this video and that read the comment section. So we just want to help each other. We're the Starlet Squad, right? So let's help each other out and give each other suggestions. Love to hear from you guys. If you found this video helpful, please give it a big thumbs up, and be sure you subscribe to my channel so you don't miss any of my future videos. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope you join me next time. Today we are talking about waterline liners. I started this quest to find the ideal waterline liner. Like basically something that would be more of like either a white, a nude, a champagne, as some kind of waterline liner that would make my eyes look more open and alive and awake and make me feel more beautiful.